The engine hummed a steady beat, mirroring the frantic rhythm in my chest. This wasn't just a road trip, it was a mission to reclaim my sanity, stolen piece by piece by that black SUV. It started subtly, a flicker in my rearview mirror, then a persistent presence, shadowing my every turn. I tried to shake it, changing lanes, taking exits, even pulling into a gas station for a much-needed coffee. But there it was, parked discreetly several spots away, its tinted windows a dark, unsettling stare. This wasn't a coincidence. This was harassment. I knew it in my gut, and I wasn't going to let them get away with it. The mountains loomed, majestic and indifferent to my simmering rage. I accelerated, the SUV's power a comforting counterpoint to my rising anxiety. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, of being followed. Every bend in the road, every passing truck heightened my awareness, every shadow a potential threat. I found myself gripping the steering wheel tighter, knuckles white. This wasn't about paranoia, this was about principle. Someone was deliberately stalking me, violating my privacy, and I would not be a victim. This wasn't just about my personal space. This was about standing up for what's right. My phone buzzed, another missed call from my sister. She's always worried about me, about my dramatic tendencies, as she calls them. But this isn't drama. This is real. This is a deliberate act of intimidation. I didn't answer. Every second I spent on the phone was another second the black SUV had to close the distance. The sun beat down, the air thick with tension. I needed a plan, a strategy to outwit my persistent shadow. My mind raced, strategizing, calculating. I wouldn't let him win. I pulled into a quaint town square, hoping the change of scenery would shake them. The charm of the old buildings couldn't mask the lingering unease. I made a point of strolling around, enjoying an oversized iced tea, pretending to be completely unconcerned. But my eyes darted constantly to my rearview mirror. I wasn't fooling myself. They were still there, lurking, watching. This wasn't a game anymore. This was a confrontation waiting to happen. The iced tea did little to soothe my nerves. Every sip felt like a calculated risk. I needed to change my tactics. Direct confrontation was risky, but perhaps necessary. This game of cat and mouse was exhausting. My patience was wearing thin. I needed to understand their motivation. Who were these people? What did they want? And more importantly, how could I ensure my safety? I decided to make a sudden, unexpected turn onto a narrow, barely maintained road. Dust billowed behind me as I sped away from the town square and its lurking shadows. My heart hammered against my ribs as the car bounced along the uneven surface. This wasn't about proving my driving skills. This was about escaping the oppressive weight of their relentless pursuit. The road stretched ahead, eerily empty. The black SUV was gone. Relief washed over me in a powerful wave, followed swiftly by a surge of anger. They were gone, but they had won. They had succeeded in making me uncomfortable, forcing me to change my plans, creating fear and disruption in my life. And that was unacceptable. I've spent the last few days gathering evidence, planning my next steps. This isn't over. I've learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the quietest stand is the most powerful. And for those who think they can get away with harassing and intimidating others, think again. My peace, my freedom, my sanity, they're not up for negotiation. Every time I check my rearview mirror now, I don't see fear, I see strength. It's a reminder that even the smallest act of defiance can have a powerful impact. And it's a promise that I won't stop until justice is served. This isn't just about me. This is about anyone else who's experienced the unsettling feeling of being followed, of being watched. This is my defiant stand. The ocean stretched out before me, mirroring the vastness of my resolve. The setting sun painted the sky with fiery hues, a perfect metaphor for the simmering anger and unwavering determination within me. This isn't the end of the story. It's a new beginning, a beginning of reclaiming my peace, my power, my right to travel freely without fear. And this time, I'm not alone.